So I want to start with giving just a brief intro about coming home and what it is to me. It's about really finding all of ourselves inside. That means the entire experience of being embodied, the mind, the heart, and this amazing experience of being in these bodies. So today, I want to give thanks for Jan Richardson, who really did bring me this creative idea through her poem, A Blessing Called Sanctuary, and COVID that brought me into that time to be able to really sink in to myself. What's going on, what's coming up, not be constantly, furiously busy. And lastly, I want to dedicate today to my dance teacher in New York City, Charles Moore, an African American. So every movement we make today, each of us and myself, may this come as a way of healing the divide that exists in our country and all over the world between people who have black skin and people who have different other colored skins. Charles Moore accepted me in even as a whitey, and I was nowhere near the kind of dancer that all the other beautiful black women were. So, in response to George Floyd and racism, I say we dedicate what we do to them. So all of you will move with me, you'll feel with me, we'll be coming home in this very deep way of sensing more and more of who we are. I'll start with the poem, and then I'll go into the embodied elemental practice, which means you'll be moving with me and I will help lead it. This is Jan Richardson and Yaya together. You hardly knew how hungry you were. How hungry you were to be gathered in. To receive the welcome that nothing of you should be left behind. Receive it. Receive the welcome that invited you to enter, to come today, to be here in this world, to enter entirely, all of you. Nothing of you found foreign or strange. Not the size of your body, or the color of your body, or your race or your nationality, not your quirkiness, not the way you express things. Nothing of your life that you were asked to leave behind. Nothing. Bring it all back. It's all here with you. Nothing of your life that you were asked to carry alone or in shame. We're all here together. Tentative steps. If I believe this, I guess I've got to take a few. Tentative steps became settling in, leaning in, leaning into this blessing that enfolded you. This blessing of COVID, what's it brought up for you? the potential fear of dying, aloneness, shame, agitation. Lean into it. Lean into the separation that we all feel around people who are different than us. Leaning into this blessing that enfolded you. Taking your place in the circle. This huge planet that we're all a part of, taking your place. What is it? Taking your place in the circle that stunned you with its unimagined grace. Yes, that grace of seeing our neighbor come and help one of the elderly. That grace of seeing the people being willing to stand up and march with their face masks on to protect others. To say no, no more racism. That stuns you. This circle with its unimagined grace. You began to breathe again. Breathe with me, big ahs. To move without fear. Yes. If nothing of you is foreign or strange, you can move whatever way you want. To move without fear. To speak with abandon. The words you carried in your bones that echoed in your being. What are your words? I pray that we are all one family, brothers, sisters. You learned to sing. Sing it. Sing it. Come on. Just bring your voice out, whatever it wants to say. Love, whatever it is. But there's always that but. But the thing is, there's this deal with this blessing. It will not leave you alone. That's not so bad, because it really takes a long time for us to wake up. It will not leave you alone. It will not let you linger in safety, in stasis. The time will come when this blessing will ask you to leave. Not because it has grown tired of you, but because it desires for you to become the sanctuary that you have already found. God willing, to become the sanctuary that you have already found. To speak your word into the world The Bible says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was made flesh to speak your word into the world. What you have heard with your own ears, tell it. What you've heard, what you've seen with your own eyes, and what you have known in your own heart. Jan Richardson expresses her words. I'm not going to use them today. I want you to find yours. These are my words. This creative endeavor. So now, we're coming home with Earth. Music resonates, rhythm. Whole body responds. Find it in your body. How the drum wants you to move. Get off your seat. Poetry, spoken word, reminds. Earth, our body. Our planet is our body. Be embodied. Find center. Ground. Nose carries breath in, nose carries breath out. Join me in earth breath. Body says, know me. By moving me, sensing me, starting with feet, toes, knees, calves, thighs. Earth breath, breathing in nose, breathing out nose. Coming up into the pelvis and the hips. Move me, know me. Your sexual organs. Embody me. Earth breath. Take it into the mid-pelvis. I mean the mid-torso, where the solar plexus is. And the abdomen, and intestines, and stomach, and lots of other organs. Move me, know me, embody me with earth breath. upper torso, heart, scapula, move me, know me, embody me, earth breath, shoulders, arms, elbows, hands, fingers. Know me, embody me. Earth breath. Throat, face, head. Embody me. Make me be with the rest of your body. Whole body says know me, move me, embody me. Earth breath. Body says you'll know me by the messages I send through the sensations. Find the stiffness, the pain, the tension. Invite me in. Move gently with me. Find what works to listen to me. Earth breath. Find your ground. I'm there in your ground. Body says, breathe with me. Remember me. You hardly knew how hungry you were to be gathered in. All the stiffness, all the tension, all of the parts of your body. Water coming home. Music resonates, flow. Whole body responds. Flowing, healing, feeling. Poetry, spoken word, reminds. Nose takes air in, mouth blows out. Water breath. Join me with the water breath and flowing. Water gurgles. What feelings are getting in the way of your flow? Find the despair, the hopelessness, the helplessness, whether you feel it or you feel that in the world. Like the water breath, breathe it in, move it, and let it go. Find the way the despair catches you, the hopelessness. Mind comes in around racism, around things not changing, for poverty, the difficulties of attending to the earth. Breathe with it. Water breath. Water gurgles. Find the loneliness, the shame. The way you think things are your fault, it's because of you. When I don't have my close friends, I feel it come in. Breathing, feeling, finding the grief, the sadness, those we've lost. Rocking our own hearts as we breathe the water breath. Water gurgles, don't forget the comfort, the contentment that also resides. Find a piece of that and breathe with it again, letting it come and go with the flow. You hardly knew how hungry you were to be gathered in, all of you. Tension, pain, stiffness, despair, hopelessness, helplessness, loneliness, shame, sadness, contentment. Gather it all in. Receive the welcome that you're invited to enter entirely, all of you. All of you. Nothing of you found foreign or strange. Nothing of your life that you were asked to leave behind or carry in shame or alone. Tentative steps. And you could say you put your foot in the river and started to flow with it all, to lean in and lean back into the river with all of the feelings. That this water blessing surrounded you with. And then each of us in our own little boats, we're taking our place in this circle, in this stream that stunned us with its unimagined grace. Feel your own grace right now, the grace of bringing in all these parts and saying, I see you. And doing the water breath. As we flow down the river of life together right now. You hardly knew how hungry you were to be gathered in. Let yourself flow. Flow with the feelings. Flow with the body, stiffness and pain. It's all you. Gather it up. This preciousness. Fire coming home. Music resonates. Vitality. Whole body responds. Poetry, spoken word reminds. Fire, our energy. Move, shake, vibrate. Enliven. Initiate. Recreate. And don't forget to radiate our light. Lips pulling breath. Nose radiates light. Fire breath. Fire roars. Frustration is energy. Move it. Breathe with it. Let it transform into energy. Fire breath. Frustration. Oh, the music, and that's so frustrating. But not for long. Fire roars. Anger is energy. Move it. Breathe with it. Transform it. Into action. Know what you're angry about, but let the energy be about you. Fire breath. Fire roars. Fear is energy. Move it. Feel it. Breathe with it. Transform it. Fire breath. Fire roars. Joy. Joy is energy. Feel it. Integrate it. Own it. In all the parts of your body. You began to breathe again. You began to really breathe again. You can feel your diaphragm opening up because you're moving your body and you're coming home. To move without fear. Yeah, being all of yourself. Now that you can be angry and frustrated and joyful and fearful. All of it. Yes, that's right. Move all of it. You hardly knew how hungry you were to be gathered in all that anger, all that frustration. You don't need to get rid of it. Leave it behind the door. No, bring it in. Bring it into your dance. Nothing of you found foreign or strange. Nothing. Not even the way you think your body looks. It's all you. You began to move without fear. To speak with abandon. With abandon. Make some noise. Make some noise for yourself and then for the world. Just speak with abandon the words you carried in your bones, in your bones that echoed in your being. Find what those words are by freeing up your body and coming home. Free up your voice. You learn to sing, whether you're on key or not. Da-da-ba-da-ba, da-da-da-da-da-da. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Go for it. Find your voice. Find your body and bring it with your voice. Ha ha. Ba ba ba. Do, 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 do. This is not about perfection. This is about coming home. You hardly knew how hungry you were. To be gathered, gathered, gathered in. Gathered all in. Yes. Say yes to life. Your life. Fire breath. Just a little bit more fire to get that heat going in your body, to melt. As Rumi says, burn, become light, and heat, melt. We have some air coming home. Music, when you can hear it, is going to resonate. Change. New directions. Up and down. All around. Whole body responds. Poetry, spoken word, remind. Air, our breath, omnipresent, all pervading. Scattered, scattering, spinning, changing perspectives. Air, breath, mouth blows in, mouth blows out. Air breath. Air sings. Be open to confusion. Understand me. Move me. Embody me. Welcome me in. Air sings. Be open to trying to figure out. Breathe with me. Air breath. Get to know me. air sings. Be open to planning, strategizing. Know me, understand me. Move me. Welcome me. Air sings. Be open to not knowing. Breathe the air breath with me. Integrate me. But the deal is, this blessing will not leave you alone. It's there. You know it. You hear its small voice sometimes, or its incessant voice. It will not let you linger in safety or in stasis. There will come a time when this blessing will ask you to leave, not because it has grown tired of you, but because it desires for you to become the sanctuary you have already found, to speak your word into the world, to tell what you have heard with your own ears, seen with your own eyes, and learned, known with your own heart. Ether, we're coming home. The music resonates space. Body responds. Let's slow down. And as we feel like it, sit and close our eyes to feel the effects of this coming home. Ether, our space, room for all of us. All of the challenges of our mind, the confusions, planning, strategies, figuring it out. Ether has room for it all. all the feelings, all the body sensations. Ether is conscious awareness. Focused inner and outer. Ether is witnessing, being held, and being breathed. Ether is our spirit. Our spirit reminds us, remember me, remember me, call upon me. Whether you call me the angel of your being, that small voice within, guide, or high self, call on me, and I'm there. Spirit says, let me infuse you. Feel me in every cell. Breathe with me. Rest and know we are one. Ether breath is being breathed. We call upon this beautiful high self guide to be with us and to include all the other parts that we visited today. All the feelings that arose come from parts of us, different selves. The messages of our body come from parts of us, different selves. And we call upon even the parts of our mind that are different selves. We welcome you and give thanks. For you being in our lives, for you helping us to know ourselves better. And we ask you if there is a part that would like to speak up and be known, who makes us feel separate sometimes from ourselves. Maybe it's around not being able to feel certain things or not being able to move or feeling like we can't even think. That part that separates us. And how it also separates us from the people in the world. We ask that part with love and respect to come and sit at the table with us in our hearts, to breathe with us. And we want to get to know you. What the separation is for. What you're wanting us to know. How you're trying to help. We breathe with you and High Self together and let you know that we appreciate you coming. And if we can, we make a little prayer of commitment to remember to come back and talk with you again. To get to know you as just another part of ourselves, that coming home process. You hardly knew how hungry you were to be gathered in. I'll bet you this separate part really has felt hungry. Gather this part in. And giving thanks for all who were with you today. All of our friends inside, and all of the friends who supported us on the outside. And we will end with the beginning of the poem. You hardly knew how hungry you were to be gathered in. May it be so, that we all are gathered in.